speaking of castings, Ricky Flex, I think we got to talk about this biopic series that's happening. It's called The Patriot Way, and it's detailing the life of Tom Brady. It's in the works, and this is the same writers developing this that were Oscar nominated for David O. Russell's The Fighter. So it's got some Massachusetts, New England blood to it for this project. I want to get your take, Ricky Flicks, that we're getting a biopic series already about Tom Brady. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it?
Again, what we always talk about with these, like, is it too early? Is it too early to do this?
Yes. Yes.
The
This is
answer is
way
yes.
too early. He might play this year.
Wow. Oh, you're gonna be on that.
No, he's not gonna play. No, I'm just putting it out there.
But his career is done. And I think a lot of what's happened has been released. I think there's more to the Patriot, Bill Belichick, Kraft storyline that's been led on. So I definitely with Jimmy G and I forget his trainer, as in the TB12 trainer, and things like that. I think there's a lot left on the table.
Alex Guerrero.
Thank you. But if they're gonna do it, we got to talk castings.
Wait. You can't go to castings yet. We got to talk about this actual project and what we want to see. I agree with you, Ricky Flex. This is a limited series. The best way to handle this is that you do the Belichick versus Brady prolonged for 6 episodes with flashbacks of the 6 Super Bowls as you go along. That's the best way to handle that. And you can literally have it start out free agency for Tom Brady. Everyone expects him to come back, but then you're flashing back to him replacing Bledsoe. You're going back to the Raider game. You're going to the greatest show on turf, first the Rams in the Super Bowl. You're going to Vinatieri, right? And you just go throughout his career in this 6-episode series. That's the way I think they should approach it. That's the juicy part of the Tom Brady story that everyone wants to know about. His relationship to Bill Belichick at the end of his Patriot run. This is called the Patriot Way, right? Tom Brady's not the one truly responsible for the Patriot Way. That's Bill Belichick, right? So Tom Brady, right, being a part of that culture, but also coming to a head with Bill Belichick is a juicy ass series. I will say though, have we had a biopic series with Michael Jordan yet? Remember, we had The Last Dance, and that was literally had to have Michael Jordan's permission to do so. Tom Brady, can we have some self-restraint? Can we just say not yet? He did Tom vs. Time when he was still playing. He tried to do a Last Dance.
He's addicted
during his career for ESPN, and he was hoping it would end with a Super Bowl win and potentially the end of his career. Didn't exactly pan out that way. But that's crazy to me that he had Tom vs. Time, his version of The Last Dance, that no one thought lived up to The Last Dance, literally not even a speck. And then he has his biopic series coming out, announced less than a year after he retires. Insane. And I know he has a production company, but if I am Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, why are you sitting around?
I think
why
they should be
sitting
offended.
around?
I think they should be offended. I do. Unless they were asked by Tom Brady to do it. I think they should be offended, or hopefully they turned it down, which they wouldn't. But going off of that, they probably want to play Tom Brady.
Matt Damon, older Tom Brady.
I think the problem with Matt Damon, not to be disrespectful.
Affleck as Belichick, Jesus, that wouldn't work. Get him the fat suit.
I think the problem with Matt Damon playing Brady is he doesn't have the stature. Ben Affleck has the stature. But again, this is all about what age you want to do Brady, right? Because you mentioned flashbacks. Then are you going to do de-aging, or are you going to just keep him old, or are you going to have a younger actor, right? But let's just say this is a Tom Brady biopic. You need an A-lister. And you have legit writers on this. So, you got to have a guy that's an A-lister, has an aura about him. He's the best. He's very good looking. He's very fit. He can have different hairstyles. Remember Tom Brady with long hair in the 2000s, particularly the later 2000s? Just a god-like vibe. What about the Goss God?
Oh, dude, I have a different name that I wrote down. I thought you were about to say it.
I have other ones on my list, but the Goss God, put him in another football movie or show. Put him in another football project.
Ricky, this is sort of like his brethren. Same type of age, can wear different hairstyles.
Okay, I have another one.
Say it so I can show the screen
Skarsgård.
the name. Damn it, Ricky. I'm thinking about a guy who played a Bostonian in this movie called Stronger after the Boston Marathon bombers.
Oh.
Jake Gyllenhaal should be Tom Brady, dude.
I think there's
You see him in
ages.
Southpaw with the buzz cut. He could play Tom Brady with the buzz cut, Tom Brady with the long hair. He's at the age where he is like
42.
early 40s,
Younger.
going into mid 40s. He could play Tom Brady literally right now. He's played a Bostonian. You need an A-lister to play Tom Brady, someone that's worthy to play Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback who's ever lived. How do you not pick like someone of that stature? You can't have a no-name play Tom Brady. I think Jake Gyllenhaal's the guy.
That's a great shout. I think the only problem with all the ones that we picked is this going to be that good? Yes, it might have some good writers, but again, it's a biopic series. It's going to.
I thought it was going to be a movie at first.
Yeah, if it was a movie, gosh, God, I would be pushing harder for it. But okay, it's a biopic series. Let's see how it's going to work out. Whatever. So probably the A-listers like that aren't going to be available, but other A-listers will be.
It's Tom Brady.
I know,
you're
but
playing Tom Brady. But like, I mean, Emma Stone could win an Oscar this year for Poor Things, and she's like in the Safdie project for Showtime for A24, and we just got a trailer for.
Yeah, Prestige. I don't know if this is gonna be even Prestige. That's like the
Oscar
problem. We don't know
nominated director. I mean, writers.
Yeah, right. So I also threw out in my list Chris Evans.
Not bad. That's good.
Chris Evans, like we talked about him last week.
Massachusetts guy.
Exactly, and he good looking dude. He's got an open slate. He's willing to work, but like not too much. Obviously, from his comments promoting Pain Hustlers, I think that might be a good one. And again, Massachusetts, and the stature. Obviously, he's Captain Frickin' America. Like I think that's a safer bet. Someone that
That's good. Yo, that's better. That's it. You know, like it's him or Gyllenhaal. Like Gyllenhaal is not afraid to do like anything at this point, you know, like he'll do the more prestigious, he'll do like the more action themed, he'll do the blockbuster. I think he's like the best suited here. But in terms of the uncertainty of the project and how recently Brady retired, I can see Chris Evans like chomping at the bit to take this type of role. I want to move on to, I just threw my pen. I want to move on to Bill Belichick. So I have a zillion names. Did you write
Kevin
down
James?
any? So I wrote down Kevin James. Just because it'd be hilarious if he played 2 NFL head coaches and he is so popular in online right now. You know, it's like, how do you ignore him based on how popular he is? But I feel like every time he's on the screen as Bill Belichick, it's going to have Getty images like on the screen with Kevin James. Here's what I have for a serious one. And I wish this guy was still alive. Rest in peace. He'd be the perfect Bill Belichick. It's Philip Seymour Hoffman. He would have been an incredible Bill Belichick. You saw what he did with Art Howe in Moneyball. Imagine the demeanor he would have brought to Bill Belichick. My God, we missed out.
That's crap. That is the pick.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. That, and like think about like the demeanor, like Art Howe or like him, like Bill Belichick on the podium, like Philip Seymour Hoffman just being like, we're on to Cincinnati. Like he'd be perfect for
that's
it.
literally how he talks. Like Philip Seymour Hoffman talks like that in conversation. Like he would absolutely win. And the Emmy, once that dropped, they would say, we cancel the Emmys. Here you go, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Another name I have here, my backup. More suited for like a commercial type of project, less prestige, but still very popular actor. And it's John Goodman.
He's good when he tries. You know, I'm thinking of
Argylle.
King Kong, Cloverfield, 10 Cloverfield Lane. He's a good actor, like Prestige, not just comedy.
He does it all.
He's a bigger guy, you know, tall.
He's big.
So that dynamic won't be the same. So, but I think it's a good pick as well because he could do the same thing. He's also a little flamboyant, like he's out there. He's very loud. Bill Belichick is very soft spoken and like to the media specifically. I don't know if John Goodman will fit that. But I do love like giving him respect because he deserves more respect. John Goodman, that is.
John Goodman needs his sports movie redemption following The Babe.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
He needs a big time redemptive.
Also in Argo. People forget he's good in Argo next to Alan Arkin.
I mentioned that, but I think I snuck it as you were talking. It was my fault.
So what I was doing is I put up, so like every time we do like these castings on the spot, I like look up I do like Bill Belichick. Go to Google Images and I'm staring down pictures and I'm like, who looks like Bill Belichick? Who looks like Tom Brady? Man, I don't know.
Paul
Like,
Walter Hauser, if he was older, would be perfect
yeah,
build.
you could always make him look older though.
And if we're talking about perfect build, Kathy Bates.
Crap. If we're doing just strictly look-alike, I don't hate the pick.
Hey, like pull a little Travolta, like reversal, and hairspray. And finally, Christian Bale just goes full Vice.
Yeah, well, just
goes
as we talked about, he could do anything.
Exactly. Remember those blogs, Ricky Flicks, when I do the castings? Then like we do fan cast. I literally did a Tom Brady movie casting, and I had to pull it up. I have to find it. And it's hard because the website, like, it's not in total operation right now. But I always throw in Christian Bale for a performance, and no matter what the cast is, it could be a female, it could be a male, it could be someone that's 95 years old, someone that's 10 years old. Christian Bale is always a go-to. Well, the man can do it all.
If I could just throw one more in. Speaking of Christian Bale, we talked about Dumb Money, The Big Short. Someone that's shorter that could play older, Steve Carell. Foxcatcher, I'm thinking of. Woo. I could see a Steve Carell, Bill Belichick.
Couple pads on him, Also Massachusetts guy, Ricky Flicks. I like that, right? Keep it in house. Like no one portrays Massachusetts guys better than actual Massachusetts guys, right? Everyone tries
Boston.
To. Yeah. 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 We'll see. Well, I'm interested in this project, Ricky Flicks. I think there's a lot that can be done.